Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Oh, I hope you're doing well. This beautiful day. Let's hop right in, shall we? See what Spirit has for you. All right. Oh, Spirit, what is it you would like the collective to know at this time, please, and thank you. What do we got here? Five of Wands, competition and conflict, diligence, somebody working with high standards, for wealth and leadership. So somebody's competing with high standards because they want prosperity, basically. Challenged by the Lovers in the upright. In the subconscious, Page of Wands in the upright. Inspiration, freedom, excitement. In the recent past, we've got the Hanged Man reversed. So there's some resistance, a fear of sacrifice, a lack of control. Delays, intention and expectation. We've got the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So somebody has a fear of sacrifice, a lack of control. They're in indecision. This Knight of Wands wants to come forward and be charming to a Queen of Cups. He's indecisive. He doesn't know. He's just picking one. All right. So in the near future, Five of Swords, conflict, theft. They want to steal from this Queen of Cups. And they want to use love relationship to do it. The lens that's being looked through is the Empress. He doesn't understand this Queen of Cups as an Empress. And he's bringing conflict to her under the guise of love. He thinks she's just a Queen of Cups, but she's an Empress. She's been through the freaking ringer already. She's not naive. And the Emperor is right here in the environment. It's like, hello? What are you bringing to my Empress? Hopes and fears. Judgment. And the outcome. Five of Pentacles. Somebody's coming forward wanting to steal from this Queen of Pentacles, who is actually an Empress. They're bringing conflict and strife to her out of petty ego clashing, and this Emperor is not having it. The devil is here. The Emperor is calling judgment and giving a Five of Pentacles to this devil. Leader. They're bringing competition and rivalry to a leader. They are working diligently with high standards. They want this leadership position. So they're bringing conflict to this leader with the hopes of stealing their position. They're doing it through love relationship. They want to use love. They want to snag somebody in a love relationship so that they can bring them to the other side. They want to take this Queen of Cups and flip her to the other side. And they want to do that through a love relationship. They're seeking freedom, and the way that they're doing that is they're going to target this Queen of Cups, and then they're going to flip her upside down, and they're going to steal her life path. She doesn't have to do anything. She'll survive. Or she has already survived this. And she didn't have to do anything. They fear a sacrifice. They don't know what to do. They're stalling. These puppet masters are stalling. They don't know what to do now. Their intention is to rush forward with high, passionate energy and get a love relationship with this Queen of Cups. Somebody from a specific family line. So that they can bring conflict to her. They want to F her and then fight her. Fuck her and fight her. Excuse my language, but that's what they're doing. They're a teacher. With misperception. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't have a proper perception. They're just fighting for the heck of it and teaching people to fight for the heck of it. They got a whacked mental body. They're coming against an empress with conflict, with a 5 of Swords, and the emperor is right here, watching it. Home. He could be watching her home. He could be guarding her, offering protection, knowing this is going on, and it's time. It's time for a change. Judgment is being called here. They fought her. They fought her and fought her and fought her, and she's getting forgiveness for her faith. Judgment is being called on the fighting that they brought to her. She's forgiven. But these ones are entering a 5 of Pentacles because they tried to take her out and absorb her blessings. She doesn't have any addictions. Or soon they're not going to have any addictions. They won't be able to afford them. She's seen as innocent. This Empress, Queen of Cups, she's an innocent person. And these ones who are expecting to steal her seat, her place of authority, her life path, they're going to be disconnected. That's prophecy. That's Creator's prophecy. These vain people who were coming against love for entertainment have been seen. Their whole ancestry has been seen by the Arcana who self-cared. And all that information, all those attacks, everything that was done, that was all recorded in the Akashic, and it was all revealed to the Most High. who could very well be here and now. Watching people of service have to survive this family of players. You had to survive what they were doing to you. They wanted your body. You were a sovereign being and they wanted your seat. They wanted your status. They wanted to be you. They martyred a wholesome people. This wise guy martyred a wholesome person. Thinking, oh yeah, if we'll cause hardship and we'll change their appearance. We're going to cause hardship and they're going to be found unworthy because we're going to cause hardship. But you were able to persevere. You were able to be like, oh, chill. I am meditating. I am chill. Yeah, these ones where they were teaching drama. This snake taught people how to bring drama to you so that they could take your things using divination tools. Taking the things of innocence. How many innocent didn't make it? How many folks are out here running around right now enjoying the wealth and abundance of innocence that is now in eternal torment? Hopefully it won't be eternal. Hopefully those bad and sour deals that these ones concocted can be undone. That's my hope. That's my prayer. So they're attacking this leader. There's a group of people coming in, attacking somebody, a leader who has high standards, somebody who has authority and abundance. They're in despair over this great fortune. They want to come in with petty ego clashing. And they want to do that in a love relationship. They want to get with a lover and then they want to drag that lover down into the lower regions of misery because they want to offload their despair onto this person. They want to swap. They want the great fortune and they want somebody else to deal with their despair that they earned for themselves. And lovers, and they want to do that through a marriage. If they get a contract with somebody, they can offload their karma through that contract onto this other person. And they're challenged because these lovers are coming together and they what? They don't have a contract yet. You survived. You didn't have to do anything. You survived. You should be excited. You're a free spirit. You've got limitless potential. You got false people who are in despair coming after you. You had to survive what these false people did to you, trying to steal your wealth and abundance, your position of leadership. They have a lack of control. They have a fear of sacrifice. They want to continue puppeting your consciousness, your mind, and your relationships. They want your position in the house. They have a fear of sacrifice, they have a lack of control. They're losing their position in the house. They want your position in the house. They're going to come in unpredictably charming. And they could even say, hey, I remember you. And they may even give you information about who you are, what your bloodline is. They may even confess to some extent what they know and their participation in it. Because they want to be your lover. Lovers here in the challenge position, you've got lovers and you've got marriage and you've got lover here in the intentions and expectations. They're challenged by these unions and they want to infiltrate them with their own self. They have a misperception. They're under a misperception that this teacher can just come in here and bully you and steal it. That they can just come in and take it from this privileged lady. They can come in and get a marriage with this privileged lady, and then they can steal her great fortune. That's what their plan is. And they are sadly misperception. They have a misperception. They don't know what the hell they're thinking about. This is an empress they're talking about. They're attacking her home, her body, her mind. This mature woman, this third party bullshit that's going on here. The emperor is here. It's time. People are under judication. There's judgment happening regarding all this fighting. Some people are getting forgiveness for their faith, and they're entering sudden wealth. There's a change for this wealthy man and sudden wealth. He's under judication. He could be facing a 5 of Pentacles. And it could be because you don't have any addictions, privileged lady. He might have been trying to sell the emperor that you have addictions. He might have been trying. He's not seen as high honor. This person is not high honor. They're a thief. And they've been doing some whatever in the family room. Gathering there, meeting there, doing rituals there. An official person. Working and toiling and laboring, trying to steal the gift from this privileged lady. This empress. Because they're facing poverty. Because she's going to have a child with this main male. This main female and this main male, their pathway is open and they're going to have a child. And these ones are really challenged by this. They're facing imprisonment. This whole community is expecting imprisonment. They know what they did. They're asking for forgiveness. They're daydreaming about this love relationship and this marriage. They're daydreaming about dragging this partner down to the other side, about laying all their karma onto them. This false person. This false person is disagreeing. Who cares at this point? They're not even worth listening to. They have a lack of control. They want to continue puppeting your field of awareness. They want your position in the house. They need to gain a soul tie with you. They're confused. They're reminiscing about the past. Like maybe you knew them in the past and they're thinking about you. And you may not even remember who this person is. They came after you hard. They came after you hard. And now they're wanting a new love relationship with you. They want to come in and tap in. They want to plug in, sweetheart. They want to plug right into what you got to offer there. They're like, oh, I remember you. Yes, oh, we belong together. Excuse me, I don't even know you. They feel broken and they want to fix your connection. You don't even know who this person is. Or maybe you do, but you don't want anything to do with them. They feel broken because you're being remembered. They're unsatisfied. They're a teacher who taught people how to bring conflict and upheaval and abuse to love relationships. They had a very limited perception about you, privileged lady, about you, Empress. You're irreplaceable. You're irreplaceable, Empress. They thought they could be you. This mature woman thought she could pretend to be you and take your home. The Emperor is here. It's time. There's judication. Somebody's under judication. Nothing is going to be neglected here. Everything will be looked at. Judgment is being called on this fighting. This Empress has got forgiveness for her faith. This mature woman is nothing but a mere reflection of this Empress. She's just a reflection. Mirror magic or whatever. There's a wealthy man who's experiencing a change regarding this sudden wealth. They have secrets. They made mistakes. In the family room, this thief, they're in fear. They're in fear and they're in need regarding this Five of Pentacles. They're not high honor. They need space to be alone and think about things for a while. People are gossiping about them. They're in regret. They want to run away. They want to escape. They want to escape their responsibilities. And it's destiny that everything they've been doing is going to be revealed. And they will be absent and detached from you and your soul contract. They're going to be detached from you. You're entering a new soul contract. Empress, you are here with the Emperor. You're seen as irreplaceable. These thieves really thought they were doing a number on you. They thought they were clever. They're in despair over your great fortune. You got the King of Pentacles here, who could be the Emperor. These ones were bringing conflict to him. They're seeking forgiveness, but it's not forgiveness. They just want to get close enough to bring conflict. They failed to keep the peace. They failed to be peaceful. They're not peaceful. They're daydreaming about the things that belong to these married couples. And they're in regret. They're in regret over how they treated you. They're in regret that you're coming into a new marriage. They have disagreements. This false person has a disagreement about your freedom. You're free. You survived. You didn't do anything. And they're in fear. You didn't do anything and you survived everything that they brought to you. And you're free. You're free now. You have limitless potential. And they're disagreeing with this. They have a lack of control. They have a fear of sacrifice. They can't puppet your mind. And they want your position in the house. They're thinking about this soul tie and they're confused. They're reminiscing. Ah, you grew, you expanded your consciousness and your awareness. And now they're blaming you because that's causing a death for whatever it is that they got going on. They tried to make you shrink and become as nothing, but instead you grew, you expanded. And now they're confused. You were supposed to shrink in fear and stuff, but instead, you were supposed to shrink in fear, but instead, you freaking expanded and you grew in consciousness and awareness, and this brings a death to them. They're blaming you. Death to that soul tie. They want to be your lover. They have unpredictable and charming intentions toward you. They want to come forward and remember the relationship that they had with you. They're because you are caring and you're a compassionate, emotionally stable person, and they have a whole crap load of karma they need to dump on you. They're going to come forward and say, "Oh, let's mend our connection. I feel broken because we're not together." Oh, bull crap. They're guilty, man. They're guilty of trying to hinder you, of trying to squash you. And now they want to come and plug their swang into you because they couldn't take you out. So now they got to come and get a connection in another way, in the most disgusting way. This teacher of abuse, this abuser of love, this teacher of others to come forward and abuse love of the privileged lady. These who have a limited perception, they have an error in their perception. They're not thinking clearly. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. They're not using their intuition. They don't know what to do. They could be disconnected from their intuition. So, privileged lady, you're courageous. And these ones have doubt because all of the upheaval that they brought to you, they're unsatisfied with the work that they did. They brought conflict at you. Winning at all costs was their goal. Sneaky, thievery, abuse of all kinds. And they have doubt because you're courageous and you moved beyond their limited perceptions. You've been seen as irreplaceable by this emperor and by the home front. This mature woman is here. And she's not about relationships that are for the highest good. She wants to destroy relationships that are for the highest good. That's her only purpose in life. And you are irreplaceable, Empress. The Emperor is right here. This mature woman and her friends are under judication. Nothing will be neglected. Everything will be looked at. No stone will go unturned. They're stuck in their pride. They're worried about their health. They're under judgment for the fighting that they've been bringing to this privileged lady empress. They're a mere reflection of this person. They thought that they could be her, but they're a mere reflection of her. She's received forgiveness for her faith. And there's a wealthy man here who's experiencing a change regarding sudden wealth. Some people are laughing about this. They have to surrender their need to control things, and people are laughing, denying them. They're in grief. They're being denied. They're being laughed at. They're in grief. They're not seen as high honor. They're seen as a thief who made mistakes and kept a lot of secrets. They're in a 5 of Pentacles for things that they did in a family room. We got change. You gain your freedom and you feel good when you can help others. This thief was really coming after you, but there's a change now. You gain your freedom. And you feel good when you can help others. That's the change. They're facing loneliness. And you're facing happiness. It's time for the tables to flip. What is that? Some people say that it's the flipping of the tables of the money changers, but is that really what it was? Is it simply that those who possessed wealth are going to be experiencing a flip? Those who were struggling to survive will now be benefiting from that wealth. The tables are flipping. It's like Jesus is here flipping tables. I don't know. I mean, that's just kind of like what it looks like, you know. I'm not religious. It's just the story. And I look at them all as analogies anyway, or metaphors, right? The tables are turned. And how many times have we gone through these cycles, right? How many times have the tables been turned? They didn't gain. They failed. They didn't make peace. And they failed to gain. They're in regret. They were daydreaming about this marriage, about these lovers, about dragging this lover down to the pits, but justice is being served. And they're all stressed out. They want to compromise now because they're experiencing losses. They weren't able to stop you. They weren't able to stop these marriages or these lovers coming together in the first place. They weren't able to stop the lovers coming together, and they're not able to stop these marriages from happening, or this particular marriage. This false person is in fear now. They're disagreeing with this. You gained your freedom. You survived. You didn't do anything. You're innocent. They were trying to rob you. You didn't do anything. You were innocent. They were trying to rob you. And now you have excitement because you gained your freedom. They weren't able to take you down. You triumphed over this. It's fate that their rituals would fail. They have a lack of control. They want to continue puppeting you. They're not able to. They're facing confinement. They want your position in this house. There's a death here, and they're blaming you for it. Because you persevered. They're experiencing a death, and they're blaming you because you persevered through their drama and trauma. So it's your fault that they now have to experience drama and trauma because you survived drama and trauma. They don't know what to do now. They're in a state of indecision. They feel broken and shattered. They can't mend this. They can't mend this. They want to come forward and be charming, but it's like, no. You're this caring and emotionally stable and compassionate person, and they want to take advantage of that. Because they're sick. They have to put their sickness on you. You have a vow. You're courageous, privileged lady. They had a very limited perception of you, a misperception. They thought they knew who they were dealing with. They thought they knew what they were coming up against. And they thought that if they threw everything that would hurt them at you, that you would fall. But you're an empress. You're an empress. You're not some knight or some page. You're not some old lady who's jealous and envious of love. This mature woman is in fright. She did everything possible to destroy your higher good relationship. And now she's frightened. She was dominating you. She was messing with your mind and your life. And now she's seeking an apology because she fell into a trap. Because you didn't stop self-loving yourself through all the nightmares and all the bullying and all the people pretending to be you doing horrible, horrible things. You kept loving yourself when the world was pounding you down because of what these ones were doing. You continued to love yourself through the nightmare, through the bullying. Through these furious people who were full of pride, who intended to separate you from everything and anything. You're okay. You're having sweet dreams. These ones are going to experience a loss. They're in conflict because it was all in their imagination. It was all a fantasy. They hurt you extremely over a fantasy. They tried to destroy your family. The Emperor is here in the environment. These people are under Judication for trying to destroy his family, for trying to destroy his Empress. No stone will go unturned. Nothing will be neglected. Everything will be looked at. These people were stuck in their pride and they tried to destroy this man's wife. His eternal love. His sweetheart. They tried to pretend to be her. They're under judgment. They have to surrender their need to control. They're in grief. They're being denied. There's a wealthy man here who's experiencing a change. He's stressed out. Justice is being served. His strategy to come into this sudden wealth, it didn't work and he's seeking a compromise now. He ran out of time. You gained your freedom. You're a person who is of service to others. You feel good when you can help others. That's who you are. That's what you're about. You're an empress. And he's the emperor. This thief is facing a 5 of Pentacles. This low honor thief. You don't have any addictions. They couldn't force you into having addictions. They made mistakes trying to drive your mind. They were trying to drive your mind into an addictive pattern. They were doing everything that they had been coached to do. They were messing with your mind to try to get you addicted to stuff or actions. Like stealing. Like doing rituals to hurt people. I mean, they're furious because you're okay. And because they're facing homelessness, they're overloaded. Because you're coming into your promise, you are seen as high value. You're calm. You have friends. You have alliances. And these ones, they're now bound to their disturbances. The very ones that they tried to lay on you, they're bound to them. And you're going on an adventure. You've reached the pinnacle of the mountain. You are at the top. And this is ending. You're okay. You're free. There's a change coming, and you're gonna be entering a new position of service. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and leave this one, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.